Alright, let's go ahead and get started. Bringing it back to, I think we left off on the 18th. It should now be Friday the 19th. That looks correct. Alright, as always, gonna start off with watering. I love the spring music. To the point where sometimes I'll turn it on just to listen to in the background while I'm studying or something. It's just so peaceful. Cheese cauliflower recipe from Pam. A cauliflower request from Jody. Have to keep that in mind since we'll have some cauliflowers grown up tomorrow. But otherwise, there's quite a lot that I'd like to get done today. We've got more than enough money to go upgrade our pick. So I was thinking while that's going, we could keep fishing, especially if we get some bubble spots where they'll spawn a lot more quickly. Something else I'd like to do is go to Pierre's and get some extra seeds. Looks like we've got some spring seeds that I could plant. My foraging is pretty low, so it might be worth it. I think I have a couple of ore in the chest at the mine in order to finally make some sprinklers too. I don't have too many expectations of getting that done before the end of the month, but if we can get a couple of sprinklers ready for for summer, that would be wonderful. Then I really want to go get that silo built today that we've been putting off a long time. So let's see, let's turn in the pick. So we need to keep the iron bars on us. Since we'll be down there, we can bring some stuff to Gunther. Looks like just the 2 dwarf scrolls is all I have. I already turned in a different nautilus shell that I found some other time. We're really low on wood too. Maybe chop some wood today at some point. Where do we want to put our silo? I feel like, at least temporarily, we could just stick it by the house. I haven't done much clearing of the rest of my farm yet, so that might make the most sense. Just keep it out of the way. Unless maybe we could tuck it right there without being too obtrusive. I think it's 3 tiles, so it might take a little bit extra space, but it might not be too bad. Now I gotta remember to go check out the traveling merchant, see if she has anything good going on. Let's see, take it one step at a time. Horseradish. Ooh, and the gold one too. I might hang on to that for a while. It's a love gift for Krobus. I don't know if it's worth it to hoard. I'm quite the hoarder. I'll hold onto things for like the most opportune moments. Already given Linus 2 gifts this week. Please don't destroy my tent, he says. Yeah, I hold things on just trying to wait for the perfect opportunity, and then half the time I forget. What do you do? Alright, silo will be ready in 2 days. Let's see. That's not terrible. but I also don't have much need to come up here yet, so I think maybe we'll just throw it right there. We can always move it later. Thank you for your services, Robin. Actually, what else? What else do we want? Oh, I can't see. I was gonna say, what else do we want to keep an eye out for? Start saving up for and all that, but she's already working. Gotta keep an eye out for stuff for the community center too. I haven't done too much there. I think just the spring crops and foraging bundles. So there's definitely lots left. We don't have to be in any rush, so we can fish here for a minute. Take the opportunity that the bubbles have granted us as a well-placed treasure chest. Being able to perfect the fish and the treasure chest at the same time, I think compounds the experience boosts that each give. So I would love to do that when I can manage it. We are up to fishing 7 already. That's really great. I think, if I remember correctly, we have some food that will give us 2 level boost. I know the fish slime thing, whatever it's called, from the ocean gets you +1, but I think we got some fish food that gives +2. So if we manage to get to level 8 and then also have a rainy day, I know tomorrow's a rainy day, but I don't think I'll be at level 8 by then. It'll take another couple days. I'd love to catch the legend though. Maybe it would be worth it to just focus on fishing and try for the legend tomorrow. Oh my gosh, that's a scary thought. I don't know that I would be able to do it, but the idea of catching... Oh, I totally was distracted. Overexerted myself. That's okay, we'll eat right after this. But man, the idea of catching the legend theoretically on the 20th of spring is pretty amazing to me. Definitely not something I've ever pulled off before. Alright, it looks like we are only missing the yellow, what's it called? The yellow dwarf scroll left. Got another painting, but I don't have any space, so Gunther can hold on to that for me for now. Just want to turn in my pick before I forget. Ooh, you know what? It's supposed to rain tomorrow. It would be a great time to upgrade my watering can instead of the pick. But I don't think I have enough copper bars. Certainly don't have any on me. So that'll be a next time thing, I guess. Since I had those on me, doesn't hurt. Let's get that steel pick going. That should be ready in 2 more days as well. If those bubbles are still there, let's keep fishing. I don't know. I'm super intrigued and excited about the idea of and the possibility of going for the legend tomorrow, but it's kind of terrifying, to be honest. We'll see. We'll see what happens. If I run out of bubbles, another thing I would like to do today is go up to the mines and find a couple dust sprites to slay. I think I only need a couple more to finish the quest for the wizard. But if that doesn't happen, that's okay. Almost energy again. Have to make sure I don't exhaust myself twice in one day. Pretty shallow little spot here, so keep getting trash or algae or other little things. But caught several other fish. Okay, so the bubbles did stop. It's 2 o'clock. I think we can make it to go at least try to finish up the Dust Sprite quest. I know I don't have my pick, so we'll just have to be strategic about which ones we go after. Usually there's a way through rocks to get to enemies, so we can just hop around. I think I've only made it to level 45 in terms of elevators, so I think there's another bubble spot taunting me. But I think we can just go to the elevator on 40 and 45 until we find some dust sprites. Hopefully that shouldn't be too bad. Give us a chance to reset these iron ores as well. How am I doing on copper bar? Yeah, definitely would want to get more copper at some point. Ah, okay. I thought I had already turned in slate, so I didn't even bother to go to Gunther's, but guess I was mistaken. Oh, I did make it to 50, okay. So, we will just keep an eye out for dust sprites. Oh, okay, even better. I don't need to keep an eye out for dust sprites. We can go talk to the wizard now. Good thing I checked how many more I needed before spending a bunch of time in here. Let's just take those. We can make our first 3 sprinklers, start our little layout. Horseradish. What else do we want to bring with us? The fish. Except the chub, maybe. We can put the retaining soil on the spots that we don't manage to put a sprinkler on. Won't be a perfect setup, but at least it should net us some progress. Let's see, it is only 3. I've got plenty of time. Let's see if I can make this fishing spot. I don't know from this angle. Look at that, you can. But I didn't have my finger on the mouse because I was petting my cat, so I missed that one. There we go. That one was a little bit smoother. Nope, and bulbs are gone. Honestly, I'm kind of glad. Lets me get on with the other things I wanted to do today. So let's go drop off some of the stuff at home, make our way down to talk to the wizard, see what the traveling merchant has for us today. Sorry if I'm walking and or a little distracted. My cat is blocking half of my screen. He loves Stardew so much. So do I, naturally. But it can get a little interesting when I'm trying to do one thing, and he is, well, quite literally in the way. Let's see. Make those sprinklers. I don't want to put them. Yeah, I guess I can put them down. I was gonna say I don't want to put them down quite yet because I don't know where I want to put them. But we can just put them down like that as a reminder to do some layout later. Alright, Miss Traveling Cart, haven't seen you in a few weeks. What do you have for me today? Walleye, caviar, pike. Can't afford couple things. Some crab cakes, strange bun, I think. All I really want today is the rare seed. Thank you very much. Pop in to see the wizard. And I think this quest will get me another ticket to turn in for something at Mayor Lewis's. The elementals are pleased with the job you did. Here's your payment as promised. I believe the townsfolk are afraid of me. It is unfortunate, but I suppose it is human to be afraid of the unknown. No ticket, though. That's okay. We did manage an extra 840 gold. Oh, my cat is typing a text to other players that just aren't here. Thank you for that. Really wish of all the things I had a camera just to have a cat cam. I think I've said that before. It'd be really cool to get a little cat cam. Because he is here for the cuddles, which I love, but I'm trying to play. His name is Apollo. He is just about 6 months old, so he definitely thinks it's his world. And it is. We can be honest about that. Since we're here, I thought maybe just go look for some. Oh, beautiful spring onions. Oh, okay. We are doing all sorts of things on my keyboard. Hold on a sec. He tried to jump on my back. What you doing? Come on. I've been doing this thing where he's so small he likes to sit in my hoodie. And I think he was trying to do that again. But I wasn't wearing a hoodie, so he just fell. But anywho, the show must go on. So, got a really good haul of spring onions today. 24. Okay, since I'm here, I might just fish. Another treasure chest, that'll be nice. Having a really good luck yesterday with treasure chests, so we'll see what we can find today. Stone. Perfect. Love that. An iridium chub. That's always good. Oh, gonna exhaust myself again. Good thing I was already exhausted, so not the end of the world. Luckily, it's not like a compounded effect kind of a thing. Because I exhausted myself earlier, I was exhausted, period. Short of getting, I think, an energy tonic is what unexhausts you. Short of drinking one of those, I was going to be exhausted one way or the other, so. Alright. Cat finally decided to go sit on his own bed and not on my shoulders, so maybe we can have a little bit more focus. You know, I'm closer to level 8 than I expected. I don't know. I don't know what to think. If it's a bad luck day tomorrow, though, I don't think I'd even have a chance even with the extra level bonuses. Well, I would need the extra level bonuses just to make it to 10 in order to even hook him. Does fishing... I feel like luck matters, right? I feel like luck makes you more likely to hook a fish, or maybe makes them slightly lower difficulty within their difficulty range. I don't know, maybe it's all in my head, maybe it's completely placebo, but I've always felt like, especially getting legendary fish, I've never had a shot if it wasn't a good luck day. We'll see, we'll see. Take it one at a time. Plenty to do today, one way or the other. Still got several casts before I have to worry about food again. You know what I should do? I should have been getting more chickens. I'm so not used to having farm animals this early on in the game. But it's been a really great passive income. I don't know why I didn't think to go get 2 more chicks early on. Maybe we'll try to remember to do that tomorrow. Let's see. Out of energy officially, but it's only 11:30. Part of me feels like I should just keep fishing. Whoa. Didn't think that would uncast me. Did I zoom in a bunch? Not like a significant zoom. Maybe I'm just too used to it being all the way out. Fish until about 1. That should give me just enough time to make it home. I wish the music came on more frequently. I was saying this at the beginning of the day, I love the spring music, especially when you're out of your house first thing in the morning and the spring music comes on while you're tending to your crops. It's just so fun and happy. And then I feel like I almost always end the day while fishing. And there's never any music and it's just so, I mean, not boring, but quiet. Maybe it's meant to be reflective of like nighttime hours. Probably shouldn't be blasting music around, in your boombox at 1:15 in the morning, but I don't know. I feel like it would be nice to have a little bit of background noise. Okie dokie. Did not end up going to plant some or pick up some seeds from Pierre's, so maybe I will put those seeds down in the morning. Let's see, I think all of these can be sold except the slate that needs to be donated. Keep the spring onions and carrots on me since they're such good food. Bring those escargot with me. They last a whole day, I think. Maybe I do go fishing. Wow, scary thought. I know I have more deluxe bait somewhere. I think it's on the pier and the ocean. Well, let's see. Let's just go. I'll throw the stone in there. It's okay. I think we opened a spot. And put a bunch of stuff to ship. Careful not to click on my important escargot there. Throw the chub. I've got plenty of food. I'm not worried about keeping those chub. And let's go to sleep. $4K almost. Just a little shy. Mostly fish there. Just a good variety. No one spot taking up too much. Good haul. Definitely reminds me to go get some more chicks, maybe. Oh, it is Shane's birthday. Saw that little icon there on the top right. Thanks to you, InfoSuite. I'll have to try to keep an eye out and bring him something. Usually give him beer since it's only a couple hundred from the saloon. And I forgot to buy one earlier, so we'll see if it happens. I might not gift Shane this year. But it looks like we finally got Demetrius here. Hi Luna, I have some good news for you. A few days ago I made a breakthrough in my research on the local environment. I'll spare you the technical details and get to the point. You know that empty cave you have over in the cliffs? Well, I have a way to turn it into something useful for both of us. I'd like to set up the cave to attract some local species. That way I can observe them in a more controlled environment, and you can harvest whatever products they produce. I can either set up the cave to attract mushrooms or fruit bats. The bats will sometimes leave fruit for you to collect. Which one would you prefer? The decision of the century. I feel like this is honestly one of the things I spend the most time debating each file. I feel like I often go with mushrooms because it's the regular. You get them pretty much every day, I think, maybe every other. But you only get 6. I suppose that's a downside. With the fruit bats, you mean eventually you have fruit trees and you don't need fruit bats bringing you fruit all the time, but it's nice early game when you don't have the money to buy a bunch of trees. Decisions. I do think with this new ticket idea that it looks like I might have an opportunity to get more fruit trees than usual. I've already got an orange planted, and that certainly I don't think ever happened before. So maybe I will just go with the usual and get the mushrooms. Alright, I go set it up for you right now. It shouldn't take any time at all. Thanks for letting me do this. You're so welcome. Alright. Cauliflower's ready to harvest. We've got 2 gold. That's great. I definitely want to hold on to 1 gold. I always save a gold cauliflower, if I have one to save, for the luau, because it gives you the best response. So that's always one of my favorite things to do. I think Jody also asked for a cauliflower, so I'll throw one into the quest. I'll actually put the gold cauliflower in there so that I don't accidentally sell it or something. Let's see. I wish I had a pick because I'm picky and don't like to put my sprinklers on, I don't know, on tilled ground for some reason. It just kind of always irks me, but not the end of the world. Oh, hi Clay. And then, just since I have the sprinklers, I might as well use them and start the setup process. Get them going on the plots that I already have planted. And then we'll just throw down the other seeds. I don't have to worry about them. Oh, they took my fishing boosts there. Okay, Shane, I don't know. It's a neutral luck day, but it will rain again tomorrow. So maybe today, maybe I'll hope that tomorrow's a better luck day. We won't go for the legend today. We'll just keep increasing our fishing regularly. This way we can go and gift Shane some beer tonight, and hope that tomorrow is a better luck day. I think there were 2 pieces of hay in with my chickens already. Doesn't hurt to top them off though. I should really clear some of this chest out. I do not need this much junk in here. Sell some of those collies. That ought to do it. Didn't do that big of a difference, but cleared out a little bit of the space. Oh, I just saw the cat's bowl filled with water. That's definitely something I've been forgetting to do, is fill up my cat's water bowl every morning. It's something I usually like to do because I think it increases your friendship with them, both to pet them and to give them water. Just want to head this way to check the quest board. Just make sure there's nothing that I'm missing. Oh, and there is. Otherwise, I will go down to the sardine for Demetrius. Okay. I was going to say I will go down to the forest. That's the word that I was struggling to remember. To the forest in order to fish up some catfish. But since Demetrius wants a sardine, I can at least try to catch one of those first. Do I just have to bring it? No, I have to catch it. There's some more deluxe bait though. I want to keep that on me. I have to remember I have so much fish in here. Would be a good source of money one of these days. But okay, Demetrius was requesting 4 sardines, so we will fish, boost up our level, try to get those 4 sardines. And after that, if there's still time, see about catching some catfish. There it is. Level 8 fishing. Spring 20th. Not too shabby. Actually, it's really good. Oh my gosh. I've exhausted myself 2 days in a row. I've been too excited, not paying nearly enough attention. So because I exhausted myself yesterday, I woke up with hardly any energy today and was too excited at the prospect of fishing that I was not even paying attention to my energy bar again. It's okay, I've got plenty of food. I'll just have to do better tomorrow. And of course, when I needed an anchovy, all I caught was sardines. Now that I need 4 sardines, is this going to be an anchovy day? I think it might. Or just another day. Getting up there in money, that's nice. Actually, you know what would be really cool is if I could afford a iridium rod and a cork bobber. Those are my favorite. If I could afford an iridium bob and a cork bobber, that would make my potential legend adventure that much more plausible. First sardine of the day. I do have a bunch of fish that I can sell to Willy, as long as I keep an eye out on my sardines. Too far for the bubbles. Oh, just missed that perfect. Unfortunate. Would have liked the experience boost, but that's okay. Lots of sea jellies today. That's what they were called. I think I called them algae things earlier. Sea jellies. Also running low on bait now. So I might actually, since I'm on bubbles, I think I'm gonna switch my bait off. So that they can balance each other out a little bit. So I don't have to go through all my bait just before tomorrow. Another artifact for Gunther though, that's a good find. But yeah, since I'm in bubbles, I really don't need to be using my bait. Probably should have thought about that the last couple days whenever I've come across bubbles. Would have a lot more stockpiled. A little too far. Trying to go on the far end of the bubbles without overcasting. I think we're up to 2 sardines caught now. Man, what I wouldn't give for this kind of fishing experience in real life. I have only been a handful of times. I'm not a big fisher, don't get me wrong. So I think certainly time and experience contributes. But also the handful of times that I've gone fishing, I think of all the times combined, I've gotten like 2 bites. And we're talking for hours at a time, just like this. But it is fun. It's peaceful. It's relaxing. It's a lot of fun. I was the one having to help the little fishy detach, let's say, from the hook before we let him free again. We were just doing catch and release. But it's good fun. We're just there for the company, I feel like. At least with my group. Now my cousin's a great fisher. He goes out on the lake all the time and fishes, and I think he's done a couple competitions. I could never do that. There's my 4th sardine, but these bubbles here are still cooperating, so we're getting some good bite frequency. Oh, and just like that, spoke too soon, bubbles are gone, but that's okay. They gave me one more mystery fish. That mystery fish is yet another sardine. Okay. Keep the fish, return to Demetrius. It didn't say show Demetrius the fish. So I feel like I probably don't have to keep them. But I'd rather be safe than sorry. Just gonna put a bunch of stuff in the chest here so that I can go sell all of this to Willie, make sure I've got everything. Except for those sardines, just like I said, to be safe. Take a gander at the right side of the beach. If there's any coral sea urchins, I can sell that to Willie too. Hey, the old mariner is here. Unfortunately, I'm not even close to dating, let alone marrying anyone yet. So we'll have to seek him out another time. Let's see how much money we can get from Willie. I bet you it's enough. At least for the rod. Maybe for the bobber. Oh, yeah. I underestimated myself. There's the iridium rod purchased. There's one cork bobber purchased. He's got some eel bait. That would be fun today. I definitely want to get some regular bait. Oh my gosh, we could even get a second cork bobber. We are spoiling ourselves today. There will be no purchasing of anything else, but I don't mind. I think we're going to change our bobber to the cute little rubber ducky. See how that looks? Absolutely spoiling ourselves with the iridium rod. I don't think he will buy back rods, right? I think we just have to trash it. Bye. But we've got lots of bait now. We've got lots of 2 cork bobbers. So we are set for tomorrow, maybe. Let's bring the food back so the stuff can hang out a little bit longer. And since it's just about 4 o'clock, I think we're gonna go buy a beer and catch Shane either on his way to the saloon if he's off work soon, or at Joja. See what he's selling today. Cheese cauliflower. Not too exciting. Oh, and there's the kicker, isn't it? I bought all that stuff at Willie's, forgetting to leave myself enough for the beer for Shane. That's a shame. Huh. Do you think I have enough time to sell these sardines? I was gonna keep them just in case I need to give them to Demetrius, but the wording of that makes me think I don't. think I can make it back to Willie's. I think I can make it back to Willie's. Silly. I got so excitable that I forgot about poor Shane's birthday. Not very nice of me. Hey, Leah's out. And Pam, everyone's coming on a Saturday to the saloon. Excuse me, Pam. Oops, nope, going for the beer. Alright. Looks like Shane is off work. Let's catch him on the way here, and then we shall go, well, right there, and try to catch some catfish. Oh, is it my birthday today? I was hoping I'd forget. This is actually really nice, though. Thank you. No problem. Looks like a catfish. And it is. We'll call it a smallmouth. Nice. 2 for 2. What else would be out right now? A bream, maybe? We'll keep an eye out for a bream. Call that another catfish. Ooh, we might never find out. Thought I was gonna lose him at first. Bubbles here are gone. Ah, shad. That's what I meant. Where are the breams? The breams... No, the breams are on the river too, just later at night, right? Don't see any more bubbles here, so we'll go head south down the river, make our way towards the forest. Oh, but did indeed find some bubbles. What do we get today in our mystery box? Geode and Earth Crystal. Maybe I shouldn't call them mystery boxes now that there actually are mystery boxes. We just got that cutscene last night, so I still haven't found one yet. Not sure what exactly to expect there. Okay, bubbles are gone here. Keep making our way downtown. I don't think Demetrius wants to talk about the sardines. I don't think he comes on Saturday to the saloon, though, only on Fridays. I think he and Robin do their own thing most of the rest of the week. So, let's just... Oh, you know what? Want my bait? Now that I don't have a fishing bubbles, starting to feel exhausted. I gotta make sure I eat. Whoop. Looks like another catfish, maybe? Yeah. Hey there, buddy. I forgot to eat. Man, I'm really bad at this today. This whole eating thing. Fighting for my life over here. Thank goodness he slowed down there a little bit. He was definitely, if he had kept that up, he would have won for sure. Used up all my inventory space though. I think I'm gonna go travel into the forest. I usually put a chest there in order to store more fish, so let's travel and see if I've got a fishing chest. That way I can drop off some stuff. But we've got a cutscene with Shane, thanks to probably his birthday gift. Up late, huh? Here, have a cold one. Bah, life. You ever feel like no matter what you do, you're gonna fail? Like you're stuck in some miserable abyss and you're so deep you can't even see the light of day. I just feel like no matter how hard I try, I'm not strong enough to climb out of that hole. Fast drinker, huh? Woman after my own heart. Just don't make it a habit. You got a future ahead of you still. Well, my liver's begging me to stop. Better call it a night. See you around, Luna. You know, I really appreciate Concerned Ape for putting characters in like Shane. Not a lot of people like to talk about the hard stuff in life. But the truth is that a lot of people have to deal with stuff like that. It's probably not even completely inaccurate to say everyone does at some point. And I think it's really important to open the dialogue because it's hard, it's scary, it's intimidating to talk about. But I think it's important that we do. And so having it mentioned even kind of from afar in a game like that, I think it's really important. Just gonna grab all the stuff for tomorrow. Escargot, sea jellies, my cork bobbers, all my baits. I could throw the rest of the stuff in here. And it's supposed to rain, so I don't need my watering can. And it's only 10, so I still have a little bit of time to fish yet. I know it kind of seems a waste to walk all the way up here, just to walk back down. And I don't disagree. But I was out of inventory space, and I didn't want to risk dropping something in order to pick up the next fish. but we'll just fish sideways for a little bit. Got so much energy that might go chop a couple trees on the way back home too. Couple chubs. I think 12 o'clock is when the catfish stop coming. So we'll do one more cast and then maybe chop some trees. I don't think I went any lower than this. Might be worth it to just see if there's any spring onions today. Because I don't think I checked. And we'll chop the trees down there. Try to use up this less energy. And I'm also just completely out of wood. We did get the copper axe, so it's a little bit faster than it was, but still achingly slow if you've ever played far enough to get something like the iridium axe, which just absolutely demolishes trees. But I would also rather not pass out, so let me just grab these and go. At least have enough wood to, I don't know, build another chest if I need to. Which actually might not be such a bad prospect either. I know my chests on my farm are getting a little bit full, at least my catch-all. Might want to start actually organizing soon. But that is a problem for another day, because I am racing to make it home. Nope. So close, but yet so far. But we did make it to level 4 farming, watering and hoe proficiency, iron fence, preserves jar, and retaining soil. Also made it to level 8 fishing, got that deluxe worm bin. Deluxe worm bin? That's new. I know there's a worm bin. What's a deluxe? Let's find out. Made some good money, both from my cauliflowers and fish. Made up for my splurging yesterday at Willie's. Pet my cat. Check the Queen of Sauce recipe. The bookseller is here today. Definitely don't have enough money or any books to do anything about that. But radish salad is now known, and actually, for that matter, yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think I found a single book yet. So, bookseller, nice to hear that you're around, but we will wait and see you later. First, gold strawberry. I will hold on to that. Strawberries are a love gift for Maru and Demetrius, so I definitely at least want to hold on to one of those. Pepper poppers recipe from Shane. Dr. Harvey charged me a little bit of gold for passing out just in front of my house. My dad sent me a letter impressed with my progress on the farm and basically saying that I will be paying for my dad's retirement later. But actually, we also made it into the Stardew Valley Tribune, which I'm assuming is some sort of magazine or something. Okie dokie. let's go feed the chickies. It is a bad luck day, unfortunately. So I think my idea about fishing for the legend probably isn't gonna happen. I don't know if exactly how this blue hay works, but something tells, like, they said that the animals love it more or maybe grow faster or something like that. So I don't know if there's both blue and green hay. Do they just eat whatever's in front of them? Do they preferentially go to blue? Things I'm not sure about. Okay, what to do. So we could pick up our pick today, and we could go mining. There would definitely be benefits to this. We could pick up our pick today in preparation for whenever we do want to go mining again. I have the skill level between level 8 fishing that I actually have and a 2+ bonus that I'm really tempted to go for the legend. But it's a bad luck day, and I'm worried that that isn't gonna be enough. I should go talk to Demetrius at some point today, though, so I have to keep that in mind. So let's just keep, stick to one thing at a time. So spring seeds and orange, but I already have an orange tree, so I'm not too worried about that. Cranberries, anchovy, cranberry candy. It's a cranberry day over here. Gravel path, naturally. Thank you for selling something I can build with a single stone for 300 gold. Artichoke seeds, houseplant, and a rare seed. Always trying to stock up on more rare seeds. Okay. Here's the plan, I think. We're going to walk down here for spring onions and or bubbles. We're gonna take a detour through the town. There's the bubbles. And check the quest board. And then make our way up to finish the quest with Demetrius. Depending on if there's any other quests, thanks to the quest board, we might take another detour. But if there isn't anything else, we might try for the legend and just hope the bad luck day doesn't have anything to do with how difficult he is to catch, maybe? Otherwise, luckily it is another rainy day tomorrow. So, it's kind of a nice little stretch of rain, which I appreciate. Another good use of my time could be actually to get my pickaxe. And then we could go to the mines and get up a little bit more copper ore so that we could turn in the watering can if there's another rainy day. It would be really nice to have another the copper watering can upgrade, because we haven't done that yet either. But I can talk about these plans all I want. I'll end up forgetting half of them in approximately 0.3 seconds. At least that seems to be what happens. I feel like that'd be funny to keep track of, is how often do I say I'm going to do something? How often do I even repeat that same thing a couple of times in an attempt to remember to actually do it? And then how often do I completely forget anyway? It's an ongoing kind of joke in my family that my head is so full of stuff that I need to know for school, for medicine, and therefore I can't remember anything else at all. Just what I did yesterday, not a chance. What I ate for breakfast, absolutely not. Did I even eat breakfast? Probably not. Let's see, it's pushing 11. This bubble's treating me well. But if I am to do other things today... I think we'll go till 12. If the bubble's still here by 12, we won't be. Have to give myself a deadline. Or else we'll hang out all day. Won't get anything else done. Try to implement that in my own life, my real life. And it also only works about half the time, so at least I'm consistent. Did I eat food? I managed to get my energy bar up. Did I eat food? Oh, or is it 'cause I leveled up a couple times last night. I bet you it's because of that. I think if you exhaust yourself, the one day, or the only days that really is good to do is on days that you've exhausted yourself. Sorry, is on days that you've leveled up, because leveling up counteracts the exhausting. I didn't remember things to turn in, so we will detour at the farm, and it shouldn't add too much time to our little journey. And since we did decide we will, at the very least, pick up my pickaxe, I'll grab that chewing stick to turn in. As well. Don't know. 6 days, that should just about make it. I was tempted to keep the mixed seeds in case it ended up being a cauliflower or something that would not grow in time for the turn of the season, but glad I kept it. An extra potato certainly is a good thing at this point. It doesn't look like there's any quests today, but I haven't looked at the calendar in a while just to make sure I'm not missing any other events. Flower Dance is on the 24th, and then Pierre and Emily's birthdays. Pierre's a hard one to gift for. I usually give him a dandelion, though. I think he's one of the only people who like dandelion besides, like, Leah and Linus. But Emily shouldn't be too hard. I've been selling all of my gems that I get from the mines instead of stockpiling them. But shouldn't be terribly difficult to get another one. As long as I actually make it to the mines in the next week. But I should. As much as it's been fun fishing, I actually really like being in the mines. The enemies I'm certainly not terribly great at defeating, but it's a good time. Now, I think Demetrius should be at home, so we can finish that quest. I see a bubble spot on the lake, which is tempting unless I'm gonna go for the legend. Demetrius thanked me for taking care of keeping the sardine population under control. You are so very welcome, Demetrius. What do I want to do? Do I want to go? Why did I want to go get copper ore? Oh yeah, to turn in my watering can. I don't think I have enough, unless it rains again. 4 days in a row isn't unheard of, but probably not very common. Unless it rains 4 days in a row. Even if I get the copper ore, though, I won't have opportunity to use it. But it shouldn't take too long to get copper ore, right? It will if I don't bring my sword, though. Well, worst case scenario, there is a emerald for Emily. I usually give her an amethyst, but I shouldn't complain. Beggars can't be choosers, rather. Let's see, let's do a quick search. I like to go to the 5s and just glance around for copper and hop my way down. Oops, missed one. Sorry for the dinging, the repetitive dinging of the mine elevator. But that usually gives me the best luck, is if I just kind of hop through. That was not very good example. Usually I get more copper that way, but then you can check several floors back to back. I feel like it's quicker when you're just searching for something very specific like that. Let's see, enough copper would be 25. So actually, this might not be too bad. I've already got enough. We will go for this topaz. That's a good gift for Emily as well. Just since there's another stairs, I will take it. See what we can find. Alright, we shall end it there. And since we want to make these bars as quickly as possible, just in the potential that that it rains again and we can turn in yet, or that we have the time to turn in a watering can. I'll bring the furnaces with me and set them up next to me so that while I'm fishing I can just repeatedly dock them. And I just want to make sure out of the way of anybody else. I usually fish here. I don't think anyone else comes anywhere. I just want to make sure that I have a way out in case I see bubbles or something. Do we do it for the last couple hours of the day? It feels a shame to waste a food that lasts 16 minutes. If it rains another day, I'll be sad that I used the escargot today and, you know, lose a second chance or a longer day's worth of chance to get the legend. But if I have the chance to catch it today, I gotta try, right? Oh my goodness sakes. This is This is so scary. I've also don't think I've used the deluxe bait before, so let's give that a go. Okay. Let's just do it. Let's just rip the band-aid. I know it's a bad luck day, but we're gonna try. We have to try, right? So +2 level fishing. This is showing 8 still, but should be at 10 officially. So we should theoretically be able to hook the legend. Oh my gosh, this bar is massive. Holy moly. I did not. A catfish frenzy has begun. Oh my gosh, I don't even think I've ever heard of that. That's pretty cool. Okay, well, maybe it is a little disappointing that I didn't stick around for catfishing today, but holy moly, this bar is massive. I was not expecting that. I think I want to save maybe some of my bait. I don't want to use all 35 for sure. I want some for tomorrow. So okay, well, we have my 5 bars. Or if it happens to be raining again tomorrow. This bar is so massive. Oh my gosh, it's actually funny how big this thing is. Ooh, our first mystery box. And a Neptune's glaive. Nice. With a slime slayer star on it. I don't know what that means. Does that mean maybe I have extra attack against slimes? So, first mystery box of the game and a Neptune's glaive. That will be so helpful in the mines. And it looks like reading the caption of the mystery box means that I turn it into Clint. And break it open just like a geode, so that's pretty cool. Wonder what will be inside of it then. Will it just be like artifacts again? Like the artifact troves? I don't know, it's a cool idea, but that would seem like a waste, like just redundant. So maybe there's something else to it. Only a couple more casts with this massive bar that the deluxe bait is giving me. Is that what it's called? Deluxe bait? I think that's what it was called. Hopefully we see presence of the legend. Really good treasure chests again today. Several back to back. That's always nice. Another mystery box. 5 more deluxe bait. Don't mind if I do. I should have brought... I don't know that I have enough iron ore to smelt more, but I should have brought it if I did. Or at least checked. I was so focused on getting enough copper bars smelted. That I forgot how quickly the copper bars would smelt. I think this is my last deluxe bait. So let's see how much of a difference it was giving me with my bar. And I feel like this is going to be the legendary. It always happens like that. Nope. Oh, it always happens like that. Right when you run out of your buff is when the darn thing shows up. And if I had that bigger bar, I think it would have made the difference. Wow, could you imagine having him caught on the 21st of spring? That would have been something. But at least now I know that if I have a decent luck day tomorrow, I should be able to get him. Especially if I can time it right with that new bait. Oh, actually, with that new bait, we forgot to figure out what I need to craft the deluxe worm bin. So a regular worm bin is a gold bar, hardwood, iron bar, and fiber. So I haven't made it to gold yet. A deluxe worm bin, however, produces deluxe bait. But I need to use up a worm bin and use 30 moss, which I haven't found yet either. So, okay. Would be really, really nice to get just like basically essentially an unlimited, not unlimited, but you know, a slowly refilling quantity of that deluxe bait. That'd be really cool. But it's still a little bit out of our reach. We don't have gold bars yet, and we certainly still don't know what moss is. First iridium ore of the game. It's always fun to find that in a fishing chest early on. Man, I just knew as soon as I ran out of that bait, I knew that the next hook was going to be the legend. Always happens that way, doesn't it? Second chance that I will not keep for long. He was pretty sporadic and I was not in the right mindset. Okay, I gotta let it go. If I stay too hung up, it'll just make the next ones harder. Gotta stay focused. My tackle's already out. I forgot how long they don't last. I want to keep using it, just with the chance of catching the legend. I'll have to go get more from Willie in the morning. I guess the deluxe bait would offset not having the cork bobber for a little bit if I needed to. But with how honestly ridiculously large that the bar was, it would be great to have both. Had him for a little bit, and then he started going up and down, and I knew it wasn't going to happen at that point. The legend is hard. Oh, ricocheted off the top there. That's always dangerous. No way. No way. Technically level 8 fishing. Spring 21. Not even with deluxe bait attached? This was gonna be a throwaway day. I didn't think that was gonna happen. That's awesome. That's amazing. Yes. Sweet. Okay, well, tomorrow's a rainy day. What do you want to do? 'Cause you don't have to catch the legend anymore. I guess it's a mining day. Holy. I was not. I mean, I had hoped, right? I hoped that that was going to happen today, but I did not truthfully expect it to. Wow. Very cool. Thank you, little legend. He was a tame one, though. Compare him to the one right before who was going up and down. Cool. Well, we're going to pass out here. And, yeah. Tomorrow we've got a whole day ahead of us. Maybe we'll do catfish, since it will be raining. Wow, I still can't believe it. Very cool. Okay, focus up. We've got another day ahead of us, so caught a couple catfish, sold a couple strawberries. 4,000 more gold for us today. It's a rainy one, and it does not look like it will be raining tomorrow, so we won't turn in our watering can just yet. Do we sell the legend? I think we have to sell the legend. He's going to be worth so much. Well, it was nice knowing you for the last, at 6 a.m. now, so like 7.5 hours, but thank you for being caught. Goodbye. Actually, hold on, I just gotta see this. I just gotta see him in here for a second. Ah, very nice. Okay, goodbye. Wow. All right then. We really do need another chest to organize this sucker. Jody still wants that cauliflower. We still haven't even gone into the Adventurers Guild yet. Hey, look at that. We can fill up our thing with hay, which is a good thing, because I forgot. Oh, and you're on top of my second egg. Excuse me, sir. Or, I suppose, ma'am, if you're laying eggs. Or, who cares? It's pride. You can be sir or ma'am or whatever you want to be. Okay. We did get that iridium ore too. Rainy day. Let's bring the cauliflower in case we run into our friend Jody. Go check out the quest board, see if there's anything today since there wasn't yesterday. We left a lot of fish and other stuff in that chest up by the lake. So if nothing else, I'd like to go empty it out. Evelyn wants a quartz. I think I've been selling those, so I don't have one on me, unfortunately, but if we go to the mines, that shouldn't be too hard to get. I don't know. Can I get into Jody's at 8 or at 9? Not till 9. I don't really want to stick around. I guess I can fish for a few minutes. It is raining. Can try to catch some catfish. Another treasure chest. Have I just been getting really good luck, or did the hook rate for treasure chests balance a little bit? I feel like I've been getting a lot more than I have in the past. I'm thinking about that catfish frenzy indicator that we saw yesterday. I wonder what that's all about. How long it lasts. I mean, I can't imagine it lasted like that it's still going on today, but is it like the, what's it called? The train that passes where, you know, you kind of have to be close by in order to really have a good chance at catching something? Or, you know, does it go on for the rest of the day? And what does it really mean? Frenzy, so I assume that means there's going to be a lot of them. Maybe just the bite rate increases. Have to keep an eye out for another one. Maybe we'll get to find out. I'm so close to level 8, or sorry, to level 9, that I'm just want to catch that last 1 or 2 fish that it takes, and then we'll go on. Hello there, Jody. Did you ask for a cauliflower? Oh, that looks so delicious. Thank you, this is just what I wanted. It's going to be perfect for my yellow curry. Hi, did you sell a halibut at the fish shop the other day? I think I bought it. It's pretty high quality stuff, very firm meat. Maintaining a household is difficult work, but somebody has to do it. Yes? Interesting conversation we just had there, Jody. You kind of went to several streams of consciousness. Not that I blame you for that. That's right. Evelyn wanted a quartz. So I think that's all the excuse I need to jump into the mines. Okay, so far we've figured out that mystery boxes can be caught in fishing treasure chests. And we'll have to see if that's what they're limited to or not. Oh yeah, and we got that Neptune's glaive now. Oh, that's awesome. Let's pull out as much as we can, really. That ought to do it. I don't think I have a largemouth yet for my donation chest to turn into the community center, so might want to try to remember that when we see the... Oh my gosh. We're completely out of space here. When we next go home with all of our fish. Try to remember not to sell it absolutely immediately. Next purchase might be another backpack, or I'll have to actually spend some time foraging to get some more wood for chests or something. Or just stop hoarding. The Adventurers Guild opens soon, so we can open up a couple spots by selling these old weapons and old shoes. Can always trash some stuff. Maybe I should have just brought the other chest here. Well, let's at least be strategic here. Let's put the stuff away and pull out the stuff that I want or need. I could eat some food. won't be getting any iridium ore here, so that doesn't make sense to keep on me. But I can eat all of these. Dandelion actually would be a good one to keep for Pierre. Certainly don't need that sap. Or the Joja Cola. Cherry bombs would be nice to have. Okay, that's at least a little bit better. Made some progress. And as soon as the Adventurers Guild opens, we can go get rid of some more stuff here. Just want to make sure I have my food on me. We can eat some of this to clear out a spot as well. I think the guild opens at 2. We're getting close to spring. I'm sorry, summer. So I would like to farm a little bit extra, just iron and copper, just for some bars to make some more. What's it called? Yep, those are exactly what it's called. To make some more sprinklers, that's what it is. So I only have 3 right now, so I would love to have maybe 10? 10 seems reasonable. Would get me 40 crops. This new Neptune's glaive is wonderful. Feels like it's going a lot faster. Still not the best weapon ever, but definitely nicer. But yeah, maybe like 10 to 12. 10 to 12 of the sprinklers. That would get me about 40 to 50 crops worth that's watered every day that I don't have to worry about. I've already got 3, so that would mean 7 more. So we want to work up to 7 to 12 copper bars. That way I have a couple extra to do my watering can at some point, and then work my way up to 7 iron bars as well. Should be late enough for the guilds to be open now though, so want to make sure I take stuff to them to sell without. I wonder if they buy the slingshot now without bringing them my Neptune's glaive on accident. Just a couple of inventory spaces will be opened up with this, but everything counts right now until 2 o'clock. Although, to 2 a.m., I think it used to close at 10? I feel like it used to close at 10. I can fish. Catch a couple somethings. Okay, I should just pick a spot and fish and not just wander back and forth, eh? Just until 2. And then we'll go inside. So 2 to 2 now. I do like that they have later hours than they used to. And then we'll get back to mining. We'll get back to just farming for some ore to make those whatchamacallums. Sprinklers. Really been struggling with that one today. Okay, little bullhead, who are you gonna displace? Some stat. Alright. You made it to the center. Okay. So you can sell it, but I don't think I got any gold for it. That's okay. I will take it. Sell that too while we're at it. Okie dokie. Slimes, bats, cave insects. Oh, I forgot I did do the cave insects already. Dougie's dust sprites. I'm guessing void spirits. What am I missing? Rock crabs? There they are. Void spirits. I don't know what this other 50 would be. And then we've still got serpents and the little flame spirit guys from the volcano. I think dinosaurs is one and mummies is one. So maybe there's a new one? I don't know. Insect head, 20 to 30. That's actually... Shoot, that's almost more than my Neptune's glaive. Usually I just sell these things as soon as I pick them up, but that's pretty close. I think the glaive still beats it out but I'm not sure by how much. 18 to 35, so yeah, honestly, they're pretty close. -1 speed, +2 defense and weight and whatever Slime Slayer means versus crit chance, so I'll probably still hold on to the sword. A little bit lower base damage, but a little bit higher potential. It's a little bit slower as well, but I don't know what the Slime Slayer is. Maybe that's just increased crit chance against slimes or something? Alright, let's go get me some ores. Sorry for the annoying digging. If anyone pops in and wants that to stop, just let me know. You can always change the volume. I stopped noticing it after a while though, so. Okay, we're going to be avoiding 21 today. So far, not good luck with the ores. Usually, I feel like I have a little bit better luck than this. There we go. Probably would have been more advantageous to use that cherry bomb here, but by the time I thought about it, I already felt like I was in the weeds. I prefer to leave one out for copper. So we'll just go back in. Do some more floor hopping. Lots of bugs. If I'm going for enemies today, would be a really good day for enemies. Alright. I do like to kill the dust sprites because I love the ring that you get for defeating theirs, and since I have to kill so many of them before that, I think it does make sense to at least get all of the dust sprites along the way. If they're around. If they run away too much, I'm not gonna bother. Oh, that's right, and I still need the yellow dwarf scroll. I think that's number 4. I think you need to be maybe a little bit lower to get that. Okay, we gotta get some copper, but 20 is infested, so I'm gonna go to 11. It's a little bit longer one. I don't usually like to use this floor. It's a lot faster to use level 20. But with it being infested today, I don't think that's quite very helpful. Finally got enough to throw a copper in there, though. And it is not a good luck day, is it? It says, okay, I can say it's not as dark as I've ever seen it. Oops, I'm not going to 20. It's not as dark as I've ever seen it, but it's pretty low. Negative 0.082. So far, I'm feeling that. Yeah, usually this goes way smoother. Really just trying to get as much copper as possible right now. Since that's the one slowing me down. Oops. Wasn't far enough to hit that rock. I'm not seeing any more nodes. There we go. That might just be our first mushroom of the game as well. And back to the elevators. Okay, try for some iron this time. Ooh, first coffee bean. We'll definitely want to get that one planted. Coffee beans grow in spring and summer. And even though spring is almost done, summer will be following. So definitely have some use for this little coffee bean here soon. In fact, we can make a whole little plot devoted to coffee beans if we want. Because once they start sprouting, they come every other day. You usually get more than one at a time. And they just grow pretty quickly, so you can usually turn one into several in not too many days. Still really frustrated by this mining day. Nothing to be done about it though. Come back on a better day, I guess. What do we think? Try 10? Try the long floor? Oh, looks like we need some food. What makes the most sense? We've got plenty of time. Let's just eat these chubs. And that way we have one more inventory space to work with as well. I think my shoes are better than that, so we won't worry. Since we're going to keep the Neptune's Glaive, we can turn the other sword back into, or, you know, sell it to. Sell it to Marlin. Okie dokie, let's see. Any more copper? No. No, why would there be more copper? That would be too easy. Okay, let's sell that and that. And I guess the slime since I have it. And I will have to try to remind myself to cut some trees down. That's cute. Can I go back here? Play 1,000 monsters to enter here. Ooh, okay. I'm wondering if that's actually something you can access then. It turns my cursor as if it is. I'm gonna chop trees. See if that reminds me to chop some trees. That's one of the mods I'm using. I've never used it prior to this playthrough, so I'm certainly not used to using it. Otherwise, I probably would utilize it a lot more effectively. Still just trying to figure out to what extent I want to and what all that jazz. I'm gonna go get that gem node. It's a little out of the way, but everything counts at this point, eh? And then, once I've chopped more trees, one, we'll just have more wood to build stuff. We can start asking Robin to expand our farm a little bit. Can make some more chests to have some better organization. So much potential. Don't see any ore up there, so we'll just skit scat skadoodle. You know what I didn't do? I didn't look at my copper and iron ratio right now. So you need one more copper bar to have my 7 plus 5. 7 for the sprinklers and 5 for my next copper upgrade. So I'll try to get 4 more copper ore. And I have enough iron bar now, so not too worried there. Wouldn't mind getting 7 plus 5 in that either. For the same reason, iron upgrades, but I think my first most priority is just a little bit more copper. 12 o'clock though, so I'd love to have that in today if I can manage. Oops, wrong button. There's some. That should do it. Perfect. I wasn't expecting to only get one from that second node, but I suppose it was all that I needed. Get that going. Figure out what I'm going to bring home today. Not the sap, I can tell you that. That's only worth 1, so I'm not upset about throwing it out in order to save space. Definitely want that coffee bean to come home with me. Those not really. This is for a quest, so I'd like to try to remember to bring that. That's good to sell. These are good foods. Oh, can't remember if I've already gotten a crystal fruit. I probably have. But, okay, most of this can actually come with me. So, as long as I have the space for it. I I guess the fishing buffs can stay up here. I really want to make sure I bring all these bars with me. So the stone can stay. Don't see a reason to bring foraging back urgently. I think that'll be it. Fishing for selling. Are we going to Clint's? We might be, right? We might be going to Clint's. So, we'll bring all these geodes and whatnot. So we'll just wait for this copper bar, and then we'll run home. I think that will also be the end of the stream for today. We've got a lot to do to finish up this season. We're going to work on putting in some sprinklers and setting up for summer. I'd love to keep upgrading all my tools as much as possible. I see this leak. I want this leak. I don't have the space for it though. Keep upgrading my tools as much as possible. Start expanding my farm. Organizing my chests. All the fun stuff. There's so much to do. And sometimes it feels overwhelming just because there's so many options in a day and how do you pick? And I get that and I feel that way too sometimes, but I don't know, I like it. I feel like it keeps me going. I'd personally, at least, rather have too much to do than too little. Okay, didn't mean to do that. So I did still need a largemouth bass. I think I've got everything else in the chest that I needed in terms of fish. What else is it asking for? I still need to do the copper bars and that kind of a thing. That was good. The rest of the fish... Oops. Chicken statue. The rest of the fish can be sold. So can the red mushroom. Actually, that can be donated. Okay. So we'll leave it at that. I've got to race back home to try to make it in the next 3 seconds. Barely made it. But at least we're indoors. So yeah, lots to do tomorrow. Get some sprinklers down, plant that coffee bean, and go from there. We did make it to level 9 fishing, I see. Can now make some seafoam pudding. We made it to level 5 mining. Do I want to get extra ore or extra gems? I think I want some extra ore. That seems to be what I'm struggling with at the moment. Holy moly, though, the legend is worth 9,000 gold alone, so we will have lots of money to spend. We'll have to chop some wood, chop some stone, and expand that farm. Made it to the 50k achievement tonight. I think that's a great place to end it. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time.